for war.
The enemy approaching outside the door.
Dust off your voice box,
Time to be heard and
as the gate drops, we'll be screaming these words. This is our world, our streets, our war, our lives. This is what we fight for, our choice to make the wrong things right with our voice. We bring day to the night. This is our world, our streets, our war, our lives. This is what we fight for, our choice. We're the voice of the globe. Turn up.
The following is sponsored by Joe Cool Incorporated. You're welcome.
Make the ground shake.
Just sitting here in JCI's headquarters with all my setup right over here. But you know what I value more than Joe Cool Incorporated? Knowledge. That's why I had all these bookshelves installed with books that I'm never going to read. And that's also why I have made a place right up there for a championship. Now, Adnan, I know what you value are Halloween stores and Party City masks. But that's not me, man. That is why I would be a much more valuable UWE regional champion. Because I have knowledge. I have a company. And VTW is going to make me the face of their own company soon. Everybody's going to want Joe Cool at the tippity top. I am the VIP of BYW. So Adnan, I hope that you see this and you accept my challenge. Because after I take the regional title from you, Freddy Krueger, I am going to take my knowledge and I'm going straight for Tree J Sakara Industries, and I will take all that lumber from that big old oak tree and I will burn it down. But first, Adnan, I'll see you at Thunderstruck. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to take my knowledge and my paperwork and do some actual business. Bye.
Make the ground shake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UWE Lockdown, and this is quite a special occasion because I am not alone. Unfortunately, Dale Peppers is not able to attend. However, I am not alone, like I said before, because on this edition of UWE Lockdown, I am joined by none other than J Joker Designs. How's it going?
It's going really well. How are you, Jack?
Yeah, doing very well. I gotta say, as you see Dirty Decicco coming out here for his match against Rick Rios, first off, I want to thank you very much for supplying us with all of our logos, every bit of our thumbnails, every match card template you've ever made. You have made UWE as premier as it has been, and I gotta give you a lot of credit, and I thank you very much for everything you've done for us.
Well, thank you, Jack, but, you know, it's just helping out you guys. You guys deserved all the help. I've known you all for years, and it's the least I can do.
And now we get to pay you back a little bit as you get to join the commentary. As you see Dirty Decicco out here to take on Rick Rios. This is not a #1 contenders match for a world title. This is actually just to satisfy the need to compete, because Rick Rios and Dirty Decicco have made it public that they were quite disappointed that they didn't receive any action on our return episode of Lockdown after Ultimate Redemption. So now, hopefully, this contest here could satisfy their curiosity.
Yeah, they were both very successful as Dirty Decicco basically demolished his own brother Dave, and Rick Rios defeated the CEO of the UWE, Everett Crede.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing situation because Rios and Decicco never really had parallels going into Redemption. I mean, Rick Rios finally had to settle a dispute with one of his most hated arch nemesis, Everett Crede. And then Decicco, on the other hand, he had a match against his own brother, someone that he has been in alliance with ever since he walked into the business. Two very different situations, but now we get to see Decicco and Rios lock horns again, and these guys have had quite a bit of history against one another. I mean, these two went at it at All Out Survival last year for the UWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep, and then they went once again one-on-one with at the FPW All-Stars, but they weren't alone. There was 3 other people there, including our current CJE World Champion, Big Time Mike, baby, in the center, Zach Daniels.
That is exactly.
My bad.
That's exactly what happened. It was Zach Daniels, Rios, Decicco, Cam, and Big Time Mike, and it came down to Rick Rios and Big Time Mike, and Rios pulled a huge upset in my eyes and defeated the KBW World Heavyweight Champion.
2 count, early 2 count right there.
Yeah, Rios trying to make Decicco work now. Not so much. He knew he wasn't going to be able to pin Decicco so early into the match. He's just making Decicco work, and now Decicco laying the shots.
Blows already.
Absolutely. These two have a great deal of respect for one another, but that does not mean that they're going to go easy on each other.
Yep. Just because you respect doesn't mean you're going to hold back.
That's a very good point. And now look at Rios coming in with the body shot. And there's a kick right to the side. Well done there by Rick Rios. And now what is Rios looking for?
Uh-oh. Oh, patented foot DDT by Rios.
Yeah, that has become a vintage Rick Rios maneuver.
Rios fighting smart, keeping Decicco off his feet.
Yeah, he's keeping Decicco in his vicinity on the ground, and Decicco cannot perform when he's on his back. He's not going to be able to hit the spear, the bourbon whisk, and most effectively the wasted splash, a maneuver that has really brought him to the top.
Yep.
I mean, Dirty
now the
Decicco,
arm.
perhaps one of the biggest breakout stars in all of backyard wrestling, because when you think of guys in the UWE that have really made it to the big time, I mean, obviously you think of guys like Jackson and Crede, and perhaps even Rios and Sakara, but Dirty Decicco is somebody that you could really consider going for the brass ring and obtaining a world title in his future.
Ooh, a drop kick.
Decicco leaving his feet. Yeah, Decicco leaving his feet.
Decicco absolutely has been on top of his game ever since last Ultimate Redemption.
Absolutely. That's an amazing, great clothesline there by Rios, but you make a good point. Dirty Decicco has been on his A game ever since Ultimate Redemption last year, when Dirty Dave was forced out of competition, and Decicco continued the match against Cameron Jackson and TJ Sakara and defeated them both. And Decicco's really went on to do quite amazing things last year at Thunderstruck, which is actually quite coincidental because our next edition of UWE programming is Thunderstruck. Last year at Thunderstruck, Decicco. Yeah, last year at Thunderstruck, he defeated none other than Everett Crede.
Cock lock, ready to rock.
Rios getting the fist ready.
You know what that
Is he
means?
looking for a Superman punch?
I think he may be looking for it. And wait, Decicco caught him in midair.
1, 2, 3.
Oh man! For a second, yeah, as you saw,
That was a close.
Jay Joker. What happened was, watch this again.
Oh.
Watch
It
now.
still does not look pretty.
Yeah, what happened there? The referee's count was a bit slow. His hand got caught in the ropes, and I believe if the referee's hand never got caught in the ropes, that might have been a split second to give Decicco the win. But you can see Decicco. I'm not going to argue with the official.
Ref skill getting used to the new ring layout. But man, that had to take a lot out of both Rick Rios and Decicco.
Absolutely. Look at Decicco now. Dissecting Rick
Decicco
Rios.
returning the favor by working on the legs.
Not allowing
Big
Decicco.
back the knee by Rick Rios.
Rios is not allowing Decicco to continue the dissection.
One, two.
The arm
And
over.
another 2 count.
Yeah, very
Both of
long
these
2
men.
count there. Rios not.
Giving it their all.
Yeah, they're really giving it 110%. I mean, there's a lot of people that come out here and say, oh, I want to compete on UWE programming, and then once they get their shot, they really kind of half-ass it. Oh, wait a minute. Rios now setting up for the Black Diamond cutter and connects.
We haven't seen a Black Diamond cutter in a while. 1, 2. Will it be a 3? No. Decicco once again kicking out.
Decicco stays in it.
Awesome.
Looks like Rick's not happy.
Yeah,
Thought he
Rios
had
definitely
Decicco
frustrated. He thought that was going to be it. Look at Decicco now. You can see Decicco stalking Rios.
Go Ricky.
Uh-oh.
I think he's looking for the bourbon whisk and it connects. Calls that the bourbon whisk. Is that going to be it for Rios?
No. Man,
Rios stays in it.
Bourbon Whisk only getting a 2.
I'll tell you my nickname's Electro.
The referee still complaining about the ropes.
Yeah, the official not used to the new adaptation that
Drop kick.
UWE has picked up. One thing that is new, one thing UWE has adapted to is the ropes. Quite different now. And look at this, Rios now. I think he's setting up for that crossface.
Oh.
Come on!
This is an agonizing submission maneuver.
Go on!
We're not used to seeing Rick Rios applying a submission.
Yeah, and one thing I'm used to less than Rios applying a submission is Decicco in one.
Absolutely, but he makes it to the bar. Rios has to let go.
Decicco could have
Rios.
easily Decicco could have easily had his nose broken, but Decicco refuses to quit.
Rios not letting go until 3 on that
Yeah,
bar
that
break.
was a bit quite interesting there.
That's uncharacteristic of Rick. Oh, kick to the gut.
And not to mention, you got to also believe. Wait a minute, Rios has Decicco up on the shoulders. Is he going to be able to get him? Oh no, Decicco's just too much weight.
Oh,
Rios could not
looks like
lift.
Decicco reversed it into what looks like a
Guillotine.
guillotine choke.
Yeah, guillotine choke there by Decicco. Rios could not lift Decicco.
Do they have MMA lessons in the Leonard Skinner Trailer Park?
Apparently they do.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Look at this. Rios staying alive. Rios got caught in this predicament. As you could see, Rios was trying to apply the New Age takeout, looking to lift Decicco up on the shoulders, but he couldn't do it all the way.
Working on the leg again. Great
Yeah,
counter.
Rios
to get
coming out of that predicament. Decicco used his body weight and his strength to bring down Rios after the New Age takeout and applied that guillotine. And now Rios, getting speared for it now. That spear, that's how he wanted Ultimate Redemption. Oh no, Rios taking it.
Rios has taken 2 spears so far, and it still has not put him down.
Rios has a great deal of resiliency. And now it's back to the drawing board.
Yep, both men showing the wear and tear of this match. Oh!
Decicco with a punch right to the heart.
Okay.
Right to the full-size aortic pump of Rick Rios.
6, 7.
And now look at this.
Oh, they're fighting back up to their feet. Oh, Rios going back down.
Rios going down. Decicco has the advantage. And now Decicco, look at this. You know that look in the eyes of the outlaw. Decicco just with an elbow right to the chest. And there's another elbow drop. Those are not too exciting to feel.
Jack, you've seen Dirty Decicco in action for a long time. You can safely say those aren't pillow punches. He's hitting you with concrete stones.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Decicco.
That is a good point. Dirty Decicco is one of the most vicious competitors. And he knows how to take it to his opponent. DDT!
DDT!
Rios' neck just landed very awkwardly there.
Very Jake the Snake Roberts. I wonder if they have snakes in the Leonard
Wasted
Skinner
splash
trailer.
connects!
Oh, what a wasted splash!
The wasted splash!
2! And another 2!
Yeah, Decicco didn't hook the leg. I think that might have been able to give Rick just enough resiliency to kick out. I feel if Decicco hooked the leg, that would have been the match.
But if anything, Rios is showing heart.
You can see now Decicco measuring. Oh no, Rios caught him!
Will this be a 3, 2, 3? Oh, no!
God damn.
Decicco kicking out again.
Yeah.
Almost.
All these
You
men
can see the
have.
look on Rick's face. He almost had the win there.
1.
Yeah, I think all of these men have hit their signature maneuvers. Every single one of them spears, splashes, Superman
Rick's going to
punches.
the outside.
1.
Rios taking a breather now.
1.
He's probably still, as you can
Rick
see, I think
locking
he's look. I think Rios is actually untying his bulletproof vest. He's probably feeling a lot of damage after that wasted splash.
4.
Hey, Rick. The
Referee
ring's
at a
that
4
way.
count.
5. They got me thinking.
Rick, where are you going?
Yeah, I don't know where the hell Rios
Okay,
is
you're
going.
going
Wait a
back to the
minute.
ring.
9.
This referee, very interesting count here by the official.
What grade are we in? We should be out of
Are we
grade
sure
school.
that our refs are educated?
Are we sure the official, hey, you know, Dirty Decicco is not going to interrupt this because he's taking a breather. He's buying some time. Quite wise by Decicco. Now Rios.
Spinning heel kick to the chest of Dirty Decicco.
Yeah, that was a very
1,
impressive maneuver.
2.
Oh, and another 2 count.
Quite amazing there how Rios put his arm over Decicco's arm, but yet Decicco still has enough power and strength to get the shoulder up. Dirty
Both
Decicco
of these
is.
men.
Oh my.
If there's something you can take away.
Go,
Both
boys,
of
you
them.
got this.
They can dish and they can take.
What you gonna do?
Absolutely. There's a drop kick and Rios landing to the outside.
1.
Good Lord. And you know, you got to imagine how these two feel. I mean, especially Rick Rios after defeating Everett Crede and then finding out that Everett Crede is the #1 contender
4.
for the world title and Rios is here left with nothing. Can
5.
only
Right
imagine
against the
what he's
chamber.
going through.
6.
Irish whipped into the bar.
Yeah, Decicco
7.
feeling that. Might be tossing his lunch afterwards.
8.
Hey, the referee's actually counting correctly this time.
Yeah,
9.
Rick Rios is not getting in the damn ring. What the hell?
Rick,
9.
The referee's trying to push Rick, but I think Rick wants to
10.
purposely get counted out. The hell was that about? What the hell was that about?
so that is very odd of Rick Rios. And Decicco looks shocked as both me and you are as well.
That
Wait.
was quite. Yeah, you know that
sounds
music.
familiar. Oh boy.
It's Drew Hood.
ATW World Champion Drew Hood.
DH and HD is here.
You missed something. I left my title belt back there because right now that's not important, Rick. Look, we got our match with Thunderstruck, but what are you doing? What are you doing walking out on a match like that?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Sure. No, you're not from around here. Actually, very far away where you're from. And there's just certain things you couldn't understand. But it's okay. See, I have my own personal reasons of why I did not get back in that ring. But are those reasons meant for you to hear?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So, this line right here. Don't cross it again until Thunderstruck. Or you might just not make it there.
That was
Very-
quite a warning there from Rick Rios. Rios obviously frustrated that he's not the #1 contender. Speaking of which, we're going to take you back to last week of how we crowned a new #1 contender. It was Drew Hood against Everett Crede, and this is how it turned out right here. As you can see, quite an amazing sequence, and Crede went for the nightshade. Drew countered, went for the package pile driver. Crede spun out of that and hit the nightshade.
That was really nice.
Incredible sequence. But then look at Cam. Just an immediate 3 count. And taking it to both Crede and Drew Hood, making it all about, like he usually does, making it all about Cameron Jackson.
It's not about making it about himself. It's about sending a message. epic.
Call it any way you want.
But, hang on. Everett Crede coming out.
Yeah, Crede promised that he was going to call out not only Cameron Jackson, but the second half of the black and white regime that formed that Ultimate Redemption.
It looks like we're getting
When
here.
the referee-
weather change in UWE as Crede is wearing a jacket.
So now it's been decided that at UWE Thunderstruck, we get to reopen the saga known as Cameron Jackson versus Everett Crede. Let me remind you of what happened last time. Cameron Jackson defeated me, and it looked like he ended my career for good. But it turned out, like I said, UWE management named me the CEO. But this isn't about me running the UWE. This is about me representing the UWE universe. Because at Ultimate Redemption, there was a screw job that took place in that ring that was as controversial as Montreal. Because a supposed blind man just knew the right place and the right time to screw us all. And the person that screwed TJ Sakara is none other than Jimmy P. That's how you people know him as. I know him as a different word. A word that should be nurturing, a word that should be precious and honorable. And that word is dad. So, how fitting is it that my father has taken the side of my opponent at Thunderstruck? So what I want to do at this time right now is not only call out the CJE World Heavyweight Champion, I also want to call out the man that was behind it all, the evil brain. I want to call out Jimmy P and Cameron Jackson. I want black and white out in this yard right now.
Crede calling
now
out.
we can see where Creed's evil mind has come from. It's genetic.
Apple doesn't fall far off the tree.
Uh-oh. But it looks like we've been taken over by the CJE. Oh, look at Jimmy P.
Absolutely disgraceful. Look at this smug son of a bitch. Now it really shows. It really shows.
That single-handedly stole Ultimate Redemption because of the Bayshore screw job, as I have dubbed it.
That is exactly what it is, the Bayshore screw job. And I'm starting to think that is how, well, guess we're going to find out right now.
I bet you're real proud of yourselves. Shh.
Welcome to CJE, that is Cameron Jackson Entertainment, your number one stop in entertainment for your backyard wrestling fix. I am your founder, your chairman, your CEO, the brother man with the master plan, Brother Cam. And for those who aren't updated, didn't get the memo, this fella right here is not Jimmy P. He is R.E.F.
It's Rafael E. Fernandez. Ref. Not the blind ref.
Exactly. Now, I understand you got business. We got a flight to catch.
Yeah. I'll start with you, Cam. 3 letters is what you're known for now. Those 3 letters have taken over not only your career, but your life. Think about it. When they see Cameron Jackson, they're no longer realizing the face, the afro. They're realizing a globe with 3 golden letters over the Atlantic Ocean. The CJE has taken over your life, Cam. And you see, the thing is that 3 things, 3 names you have been given.
And only one is what all these people know you about. See, you're no longer Cameron Jackson. Cameron Jackson? Never heard of him. Brother Cam?
2 minutes. 2-minute warning. So you got 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
We got a flight to catch.
All right, give me 60 seconds. They don't know Cameron Jackson. They don't know Brother Cam. The only thing they ever know you about is the black guy from the CJE. Think about it. The 7-foot-tall green monster decided to give him the name Frankenstein, and no one knows the doctor that made him. That's what you've become. That's what you've become, Cam. Your creation has outgrown you to where now you've influenced people to try to step back into the spotlight, including my old man. Dad, I want to know why you decided to take alongside the CJE.
It's in my book. It's coming out. Not $9.99, $9.98 next month. It's
I got it
all in
on
my book.
pre-order.
It's good to know that CJE taught you how to plug very
Just
obnoxiously.
$9.98. You save money when you go black and white.
Money, money, how funny. Money, don't you think that's why I came to the UWE? Because I've got sick and tired of hearing you in the same house as mine talking about money and all this money. You know what? I'll keep the money, Cam. And you know what I'm also gonna keep? I'm gonna keep 1 beer.
Yep.
2 beers.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 98 of them. I'm gonna take all those beers. I'm gonna take all the money and all 26 people in your head and shove them up your ass at Thunderstruck. You understand what I'm telling you right now?
I actually understand very clearly. So, seeing as how now I have to go in the back and get on the phone with LaGuardia and tell them to hold that flight, that 747 that we paid for. Because yes, you do save money when you fly black and white. But, in addition to that, I have to come out here and hear you tell me about money, something so...
We got to get going.
Green, so tangible, so ruling of the world. But the funny thing is, you said it yourself. Money's not what makes the world go round. CJE is. Let's see, let's look back at it. I mean, before people knew what the underground wrestling entertainment really was, the one thing that gave it away was that little 2 seconds of the UWE programming has been temporarily suspended. And then mark out around the world. From here to Mexico. Oh my God, Cameron Jackson's coming out. China. Oh, you see Cameron Jackson? Aye! They know. It's me. In addition to me, it's him, in him, in him, in him, in him, in him. But the thing you don't seem to get is CJE hasn't outgrown Cameron Jackson. Cameron Jackson has outgrown UWE. And the only thing that keeps UWE in the spotlight is that I'm generous enough to bring my show on your turf. So, at Thunderstruck, you want to test your luck for the CJE Championship? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Bring everything, bring the kitchen sink, bring it all. Because at the end of it all, it's not going to be Cameron Jackson fighting at a UWE event. It's going to be Everett Crede being a support caster for a CJE show.
You know what? You're right. You're right. UWE Thunderstruck turns into CJE Thunderstruck once that title is raised by the official.
We gotta get going. We gotta move.
You gotta move. I hope your manager can make it to Thunderstruck. I really do. Because I can't wait to be a part of the CJE. I can't wait to take it and shove it down both of your throats. And shut you both up for good. Yeah. You can't judge a book by its cover. It's a nice suit, but
You
inside...
know the nice thing about a book, Creed?
What is it?
Is I can read it. I can see it.
Yeah, you can see a book. You know what I could see?
We got to get going.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to you.
I know what I could say to you.
We got a flight to catch.
You gotta make it on the Cam Force 1.
Get the hell out of here! Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap it up here on Lockdown, we're just going to give you a quick little preview of what you're going to be seeing. A little synopsis of UWE Thunderstruck. But I cannot believe the just absolute tasteless act by Jimmy P, or as now he knows himself to be as REF. But, God, it just makes me sick. Well, Jay Joker, what do you think about UWE Thunderstruck so far?
It's going to be shaping up as one of the best events that we have to offer. But all these rivalries are going to commence. Start with this huge announcement. Adnan defending his regional title against the leader of the JCI, Joe Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be quite remarkable. Adnan successfully retaining his regional championship at Ultimate Redemption. And then Joe Cool, who has really been well known throughout BYW with Joe Cool Enterprises, had quite a contest against Cameron Jackson, going to test his luck for the regional title. But now we are also going to see the rematch from Best in the Yard as Dirty Decicco takes on Diablo.
This time we're not in the trailer park, we are in the UWE arena.
Yeah.
No cars, no tables, just straight up fists, just a straight up fight once again.
And will Diablo somehow turn the tables against Decicco and make it an even score? Or will Decicco be 2-0 against the Devil's Latino son? Also, just announced Rick Rios is going to be facing the VTW champion Drew Hood in a non-title exhibition match. This is going to be a fan favorite contest, a dream match to conspire at Thunderstruck.
Yeah, after tonight, Rios has probably proven to Drew Hood that he is nothing more than a some batch. But will this some batch fight? Or will Rick Rios show Drew Hood how it's done in UWE? But of course, we have the main event, CJE Thunderstruck, as our champion, Cameron Jackson, will face Everett Crede.
Yep, this match was made last week when Crede defeated Drew Hood to become the #1 contender, and I could say that there's going to be a mixed reaction with this one. It's going to be quite fascinating to see if Everett Crede can, for the first time, become the UWE World Heavyweight Champion on public programming, or will Cameron Jackson's reign as the CJE champion continue? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out at Thunderstruck.